Gulmargh was our next destination. On our limited research about the best sports in Kashmir, we had seen the pictures of snow draped valleys of Gulmargh during winter months. Fortunately, we reached Kashmir at the best time of the year to see Kashmir. The valley is also famous for its flowers during the other seasons. On the way, we could see some patches of snow on the either side of the road. We were coming so close to the snow for the first time in our journey. We couldn't control our curiosity to touch the snow. We made a driver to stop the vehicle at once on the road, and all of us got down and spent some time there in the snow. The driver told us that it was not fresh snowfall. It had already become ice. After that, we continued our journey. Finally, by evening, around 5 or 5:30, we reached Gulmarg. It was like a sea of ice there. The entire area up to the horizon was covered with snow. Everywhere it was white, except for some green trees and some green huts. It looked like a beautiful scenery of some European valley that we used to see on some Christmas cards. We stopped there for some time to find out the location of our JKTDC hut where we would spend that night. Moving amid snow, we reached near our hut. From the road, we had to walk for a short distance to reach our hut, which was located on a slope. The caretaker of the hut guided us. He physically helped Appa and Amma to reach there. We were all very much excited to enter into the hut, which was almost covered with snow. Only the entry area was cleared. Rest of the hut was covered with snow to the extent that we could not see anything through the window pane. The rooms of the hut was fitted with electric room heaters and bed warmers. Still, it was very cold inside. By night, the caretaker came to light the hearth. We all sat around it till midnight. Caretaker also brought dinner for us. After the dinner, our excitement gave way for some kind of fear because Amma was sick. She was held up with severe diarrhea. She was very weak also. When we looked outside, we could see only snow. No people, no buildings, nothing else. We could not sleep that night. I climbed upstairs and glanced through the window. The scene made me more frightened. I think it was a moonlit night. The white light reflected on the snow very brightly. Next day morning, we could find a small clinic at some distance. We got some medicine for Amma. It was a great relief for everyone. After that, we all set out to enjoy the snow. Caretaker arranged one sledge, and we had a nice time playing with the snow. He also took children for a ride on the sledge. After breakfast, we started our journey to the next destination. And now we are on our way to Sonmargh. Willow trees stood on the sides of the road. Some occasional big houses were also there, which stood as a symbol of modernity. Fields of paddy and mustard delighted us with the vibrant colors. Small village paths reminded us of some old Hindi movies. Groups of houses spotting the fields on the slopes of hills, yellow and green fields on the background of snow-topped mountains, valleys of apple flowers and cherry blossoms, all together created a truly romantic picture. We could see various tributaries of Jhelum River at different places. These Himalayan rivers are very attractive due to the presence of pebbles and the clarity of water. Since it was the end of winter, the deciduous trees were all standing without leaves. Most of the hills are covered with coniferous trees. Throughout the journey, the snow-capped mountains stood as Christmas cakes with icing on the top. Sonmargh is located in the Gulmargh district. We reached at a small town. There we met this couple. The man is enjoying puff from the hookah. They inhale vapor of tobacco using this attachment to the vessel. He runs a tailoring shop. After spending some time there talking to this person, though we could not fully understand the type of Hindi he was speaking, we continued our journey. Now the terrain also changed. We are more close to Sonmargh. Sonmargh is also known as Meadow of Gold. A golden hue is even visible in these photos. Here, River Sindh meanders through the coniferous growth. Unlike Gulmargh, mountain ranges here are very tall. We felt the risk of avalanche seeing the cracks on those thick layers of ice on mountains. The mighty Sindh River was also frozen at some places. All that you can see is black mountains and snow. As Sonmargh is much closer to Ladakh, the colder desert, there is also a change in the type of vegetation. Finally, we reached our destination at Sonmargh. This was also a resort of JKTDC. There were some small shops and tea stalls. Here also JKTDC huts were allotted for us to stay that night. But we were not courageous enough to spend the night there. We were also told that the problem of electricity was very frequent there. Finally, we decided to return. The people who were there at the JKTDC cafe told us about some other hotels where we could spend that night. But we did not opt for that also. It was getting dark and we were in a hurry to reach Srinagar as early as possible. We informed the JKTDC office that we are coming to Srinagar as it was an option given in the travel itinerary. On our way back, we stopped at a tea stall near River Sindh and spent some time there. By night, around 7:30, we reached Srinagar. It was JKTDC's Hotel Himal, which was very close to Dal Lake.